Did you know that a self-taught programmer became a tech prodigy before 14 years old? At 14 years of age, he has already developed 15 apps for both the Mac and iPhone. Not only that, but he skipped grade 6 and enrolled in college at Colorado School of Mines and studied computer science at just 13 years old. He graduated with both his bachelor's and master's degrees at 16 and 17 years, respectively, in the same college. He also holds a PhD in computer science at just 19 years from the University of Texas, Austin. At 23 years old, he is currently a senior machine learning and artificial intelligence research engineer at Apple, which was his childhood dream. Come along as we explore Santiago Gonzalez's incredible story in this short documentary when he was just 14 years old. Then let's delve deeper into Santiago's journey in detail, how he started, and what led to his success.
I generally wake up at 5:30. Then I program for about an hour. Right now here, this is Objective-C. It's what iPhone, iPad, and Mac use for programming. Eat breakfast. Yeah. I go to school, the Colorado School of Mines. I'm majoring in computer science.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Professor Bakos pretty often to look at my code.
I often have this disease, which I call long line-itis.
Okay, well, we may be able to do that.
Yeah, so that removes the instance, which you don't even need. I didn't even think of that. You know, the motivation that we talked about in class about writing beautiful code?
Beautiful code is short and concise, so if you were to give that code to another programmer, they would say, oh, that's well-written code. It's much like if you're writing a poem.
Is it enough just to write that slew of code such that the program just works? Or is the code also the artistic medium? Santiago is not just a machine that excels at absorbing information and applying that information. He actually is transforming that information and empowering himself to create those things that he wants to create.
I've created about 15 apps for both the Mac, iPhone, and iPad. One of the main reasons I started developing apps was to help people achieve something they wanted to do, such as decorate a Christmas tree, or maybe play checkers with a very nice user interface. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I'm stuck with an annoying bug that I can't fix. And in my dreams, I see myself programming. And when I wake up, I have figured out the solution. Yes, I do definitely consider myself a nerd. Well, I really like to crochet. This is one of the piggies from Angry Birds.
Santiago is very old in some ways and very young in others. Sometimes you forget that you're talking to a 14-year-old, but sometimes he seems to be even younger than that. He couldn't care less about what he's wearing or girls. He has been different to other kids since he's little.
He's very sure of himself.
He has come to accept that difference and embrace it, but it has not always been this good.
His first interest was rocks and minerals.
Rocks and minerals.
But he wanted to learn about rocks and minerals from adult books. When we first tested Santiago, he scored in the 99.99%.
We would explain something as if we were explaining it to an adult, and he would understand. At that point, he was in first grade.
He would come back from elementary school and he would be miserable because he wasn't being challenged.
You could tell that his mind was somewhere else.
For exceptionally gifted students like Santiago, these students are actually bored to tears, literally, the fact that they're being given this material that doesn't challenge them. It's as if you and I sat down and we said our ABCs for about 2 hours.
I had teachers who didn't really quite get me. It was just a very boring and sort of painful experience. The other kids, they did tease me and kind of mock me quite a bit. In regular school, I found it was sort of ridiculous to be a nerd.
We knew that he needed somewhere else. And then we found Colorado School of Mines. They were willing to take a chance. And Santiago proved that he could do it. So now he can really be himself and relate with the students.
God knows what would have happened if we didn't guide him the right way. It could have been a disaster.
Colorado School of Mines is actually a very reputable engineering school here in the Front Range and actually throughout the world.
This is really cool. They're at mines to learn. They're not goofing off and interrupting all the time. And I don't really think I'd ever want to have to interact with other kids my own age.
We have all sorts of, let's call them weird students here at Mines, and so I think that most people on this campus really embrace that. It's kind of our strength.
I mean, we're all kind of nerds here, so we can interact pretty easily.
Currently this semester, I'm a research assistant for a professor at Mines. So these sensors are a bit larger than the other ones.
Okay. I'm working to improve building energy efficiency. Santiago is developing the sensor network that we're going to be putting up in the building. I was really needing someone to develop that kind of project, and Santiago was a perfect fit.
Yeah, I've been working on the algorithm to see what kind of filter would be the best for this without having any signal loss. Since we can't get any code on the sunspots, it's difficult.
We'll solve that. Do you want to sketch out what the code would look like?
Sure. We put the signal in a low pass filter. Right now, there are quite a few things in my different classes that are really, really interesting. For example, elements of computing systems.
Yes, Santiago?
So is this what other architectures like x86 and ARM use?
The basic principle certainly will be the same.
So there are variations
There are
of
different.
MIPS?
Yes,
Oh,
there are.
I
there
see.
are.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
If I had that drive when I was in college, that would have been fabulous. So I'm learning so much from my child now. That's pretty wonderful.
It's really exciting to see how much he enjoys learning about different things. And it's contagious as well.
Life for Santiago may be somewhat of a marathon that he's already running through, and I hope that he keeps the pace.
It's a golden age of computers. He lives in the right time, I think. He's a Renaissance man.
After I finish my master's, I'm thinking about getting a PhD in computer science at Stanford. And my ultimate goal is to work at Apple.
This video captioned, 14-year-old Prodigy programmer dreams in code, was uploaded on the Thinker YouTube channel on January 3, 2013. It highlights the remarkable journey of Santiago Gonzalez as a Prodigy programmer. Let's delve deeper into where Santiago Gonzalez is today, in 2025, and explore whether his dreams became a reality. Santiago Gonzalez is now 23 years old and a senior machine learning and artificial intelligence researcher at Apple in San Francisco. He earned both his bachelor's and master's degrees in computer science from the Colorado School of Mines, followed by his PhD at the University of Texas, Austin. Santiago, like most prodigies, was a success. Here is Santiago Gonzalez in this video.
I'm building a system that is able to learn how to learn in a specific way. By figuring out the goal of training, you're able to come up with machine learning models that are able to get more accuracy and use less data. That's where evolutionary computation comes in. And evolutionary computation is really great because it's able to come up with really creative solutions across an entire space. So one of the really interesting insights that we've come up with is the ultimate goal that you're trying to reach isn't necessarily the goal you want to have.
While some may think success came easily for him, it's clear that he didn't just sleepwalk his way to success. So let's analyze his journey to uncover the traits that led to his success, lessons that can inspire us in our own lives and guide parents in nurturing gifted children. Santiago grew up in a family that nurtured his development and passions. From a young age, his parents recognized his extraordinary abilities, scoring an impressive 99.99% on a test they tried on him. Also, they noticed his ability to understand them when explaining things to him like they would with an adult. His early interests were rocks and minerals, which he sought to learn from adult books while still in first grade. They also noticed his frustration due to lack of challenge in elementary school, so his parents enrolled him in college, where he could truly thrive. And from the looks of it, it went well. Like many prodigies, Santiago has a genuine love for learning. He describes it wonderfully. "I enjoy learning. To me, I find it as essential as eating. Either you die or you're pretty miserable without learning." He wasn't pressured to learn, but his passion drove him. He rises early at 5:30 a.m. to program for an hour before breakfast. At college, he immersed himself in computer science, surrounded by like-minded peers. Also, when faced with coding challenges, he wasn't afraid to seek help from professors like Young Bakos, emphasizing the importance of collaboration and support in the learning process. Remember, Santiago became fluent in numerous programming languages, such as Objective-C, and had already created 15 apps on the Apple Store at just 14 years of age. Though he faced obstacles, seeking assistance became a vital tool in overcoming them, showing us that asking for help is crucial. In his case, assistance went both ways, as he contributed to professors' engineering projects, illustrating that collaboration enriches the learning experience. With a clear goal to graduate and work at Apple, Santiago's ambition propelled him forward. His immense drive and thirst for knowledge indeed paved the way for his achievements. At just 23 years old, Santiago holds a PhD in computer science and is a senior machine learning and artificial intelligence researcher at Apple, embodying hard work and determination. For more information about him, you can go to his website at slgonzalez.com for more insights into his journey. You can also find him on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. If you want more inspiring videos like this one, make sure to follow me. Thank you for watching. Before I wrap up this video, I know many of you are eager to dive into content creation or might be thinking about launching your own YouTube channel but feel uncertain about where to start. You're not alone. Whether it's a lack of skills or simply having a packed schedule, starting can be daunting. That's where I come in to lend a hand. I faced similar hurdles on my content creation journey when I first started, and let me tell you, it was quite a challenge. However, through perseverance, I gained invaluable experience collaborating with talented professionals in areas like video editing, voiceover, scriptwriting, and graphic and logo design. The services of these top-rated professionals are affordable and very accessible to everyone and will be of help to people, especially on a low budget. To make things easier for you, I've compiled all these resources into a link tree, which you can find in the description below. I truly believe this will be invaluable for anyone ready to kick off their YouTube channel right away. Additionally, I've included links to other resources like vidIQ, TubeMagic, Leonardo AI, 11 Labs, and more that will be essential to your YouTube or content creation journey. Also, I've included a link to a YouTube course that significantly helped me grow 3 monetized channels. This course will streamline your process and enhance your content creation experience, and I strongly recommend it to all of you. Trust me, those who invest in this course will be grateful they did. With that, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay safe and stay blessed.